Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and I'm a D&D sex icon. Welcome back everybody to yet another episode of the Tomb of Annihilation. Let's figure out who we are playing today. Let's start with the man, the Ming, the legend.
God damn it.
Unmade Ming, how's it going, my friend?
Oh, it's going great. It's going real good. Oh, I have the stream open and saw that as soon as it started. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst. I am great. I am Unmade Ming. You can find me at Unmade Gaming on all things social media. And I am here to play more Tomb of Annihilation, I hope. Or I'm going to be annihilated by a tomb. One of the two. Several people have died. I'm hoping that Hezekiah is the last one to do so. And probably lives forever, ruling in the Nightosphere forever as the Lich Lord. I mean, you didn't hear that.
What? Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, yeah, okay. We have Mike, of course, with us today to reprise his role as Hezekiah. But, of course, we have our illustrious Dungeon Master, Greg, with us today as well. Greg, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, buddy, and anytime that I can DM for Ming the Merciless, it is a good day. It is a good day to be a DM. It is a good day for a Monday. Having a blast, ready to take these guys into the heart of the tomb. Not the heart of the tomb, but into the area, tomb adjacent perhaps, so we can just kind of get into some of the roles and some of the trickery and some of the good times that are in store for them all. But I'm glad to be here, happy to be here, can't wait to play. Let's kill some people.
Let's do it. Speaking of killing people, we have, as of yet, Uncharged Mythomatic. How you doing, my friend?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am well. I'm back from Dragon Meet. I'm pleased to see your face, your little bow tie. Couldn't be happier.
Good. I'm glad. That's the only reson why I'm here. It was nice seeing you. It was great.
See you later, guys.
Bye. I'm super excited to be playing this. I really love playing. Every Monday, I'm like, yo, sweet. I get to play Tomb of Annihilation. This is gonna be so good. I love playing the character and love playing with you guys. Let's do it. I'm playing Alazar. He is a wizard who has gone a little mad over the years. He's lost his spell book, but there's some that he remembers. The only ones that he remembers are not harmful spells, which is super fun to play. And we're going to kind of, as we, I guess, unravel his backstory, well, I guess we'll unravel some more spells as we kind of remember them.
That's true, yeah. And, for an old man, he's got a lot of grease. And I can definitely come in handy when you need a bit of oil on the old joints. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
That better not be a segue.
That better not be a segue. We have straight. Fuck me.
Speaking of grease.
Speaking of greasy objects and surfaces. Straight Heave, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well. Reprising Rurik, this holy smiter of smitiness today. He's always fun, and getting into the tomb, we get to do some more cognitive stuff than smitey stuff. And there's two kinds of people. There's people that try to solve puzzles with the Rurik nearby, and then there's Rurik. And Rurik is definitely the more fun group to be in. So I'm gonna have a great time today.
Absolutely fantastic. As for myself, I'll be reprising my role as Grub, the half-orc barbarian, who recently died, became Shadow Grob, killed that guy, and then was reborn. So I am risen like Lazarus from the grave. Grubbers, yes, that one. And he's ready to bring some barbaric energy to this adventure. And of course, see if he can't die a third time now. So I'll hand over to Greg. Greg, because you probably remember things that happened last time, right?
I remember only because I wrote them down. So, right. No, absolutely. We're getting ready to start here. And as a little bit of a recap, since we had a little bit of a break there, and because everybody just wants to desperately know what we're doing, including myself, to recap the adventure so far, we had our group travel south from Port Nyanzaro and search and kind of being loosely or shadowily directed by Hezekiah, as he almost called you Nix, as of Hezekiah, as he was directing them southward. Because of their tracking to Camp Vengeance, they ultimately were led eastward towards the ruined city of Mesro. Jesus. And then whenever they got in there, they realized that the Order of the Gauntlet, who was captained and commanded by Rurik's father, one Niles Breakbone, had traveled southward in a portal that was generated by Artis Cimber and Dragonbait. To bring everyone up to speed, there were T-Rexes, there were a crazy wizard hunter woman named Kestra Karanak. All of these things were defeated. The things that you need to remember are the following. We had Grob die. Shadow Grob rose from his place. Shadow Grob died, as Will alluded to, and Grob was reborn, which normally wouldn't be a problem. But nowadays, there's sort of something going on with people that come back from the dead. In addition to that, we have Hezekiah, who had a couple things happen to him last episode. He is now the possessor of the Ring of Winter, and he has also been told that he is going to have a grand destiny where he will be the heir to Asirak's throne. So we will see how that goes.
So that's a thing.
That happened?
That's
well,
a thing.
I might not remember, but yeah, that definitely happened.
I mean, to be fair, it happened only to Hezekiah, and he decided not to tell any of you that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Oh,
true.
yes. Right. Yeah, that earmuffs thing.
Yep.
Yeah. We're past that point. It's time to barrel in. So as we kind of drill down into the heart and return to the story of the ruined city of Mesro, as this ragtag group of would-be heroes are congregating, we are going to pick up the action as the last of the hands are removed from the obelisks that trigger the great portal to open. 4 lines converge in the sky, and there is a crack of thunder as a portal unknown in magic or nature appears at a preordained or predestined spot in the city. Our characters descend upon this square, and they are met by Artis Cimber, Dragonbait, and one Bolothamp Godarm as the portal opens, and it presumably leads southward towards the Order of the Gauntlet and their destinies.
Deaths. I thought
Gentlemen,
that's how you're
the
going to
floor
end
is
up.
yours.
One quick thing before we dive in. You guys know how to interact with today's show. Follow, tweets, his tweet, donate, and of course, this month as well, all of your pledges on Kickstarter equal donation rewards for free. So if you were to pledge for £12 on the Kickstarter, you get a PDF, all the stretch goal content, and £12 worth of donations for free. So check it out. It's a D&D adventure. We are pushing everything towards that this month, so check it out there on the Kickstarters. Other than that, though, I look at these guys. I look at Ming, I look at Alazar, I look at Rurik, and so we gotta go to the tomb now, right?
Yes, Corvicus, it appears as though we must go to the tomb.
Okay.
It is an ancient evil that we must kill.
Whereas,
I believe it is undead, and therefore Mr. Rurik wants to kill that, I assume.
yeah, the ancient ones are always worse than the newborn evils, aren't they?
Right, of course.
I thought we were going to go find the soulmonger.
It's one and the same.
That is the same one, I think.
Oh,
Yes, he's not a good person, a person who mongers souls.
right. Very well.
Yeah, it's the worst kind of monger. You know, you got war, you got fish, and then you got soul monger.
Yes.
And yeah, soul ones are usually the worst type of monger I found.
I feel like it goes fishmonger, warmonger, soulmonger.
Yeah,
the fishmonger at least sells you
I'll
fish.
probably switch the fish one around, because if you get the bad fish from the fishmonger, that's basically as good as being sent off to the soulmonger, isn't it?
That's true, it is. I've had many a bad fish.
And a good warmonger, well, at least he knows what he's doing.
Yes. Now I ask the fishmongers, are you a bad fish as well?
Well, you know, yeah, that's a good point you make right there, Zakai. Very good point indeed. Now, Mr. Dragonbait and Mr. Artis Cimber.
Yes.
Is this portal here what you're leading us to? Is this safe, do you reckon?
The Order of the Gauntlet went through it.
Well, they're all
seem
dead,
to
didn't they?
be-
Like his
Not to my
dad.
knowledge.
Well, his dad's dead, isn't he? And he's an Order of the Phoenix Chalice.
Well, that's Hogsworts, but no, I mean,
Oh.
the Order of the Gauntlet is
they're all dead too.
To my knowledge, they all walked through here. The dwarf was not among them. His father that passed away and was brutally murdered, seemingly performing the ceremony and the ritualistic congregation portal opening that you all just helped me do.
Well, that's good
He
enough
was
for
a
me.
he was a big fan of exposition. Yes.
Yeah.
Unlike me.
Well, I say in that case, yes, Alazar, you might be struck with... Oh, he's gone. No, he's escaped his wild magic surge from Tarry Tunes, because Tarry Tunes won today's game of what did Will eat for lunch today, which was a Moroccan tagine. And Tarry Tunes guessed correctly against all odds.
Is this what we've reduced to, Will?
Reduced, I have heightened you to the heights of the Moroccan tagine, you uncultured swine.
Fair.
So Alazar, you do have a wild magic surge to roll, potentially when you go through this portal here. But I'm headed through.
Okay, you guys are ready to go through. As you dip through, Volo is going to accompany you, but only as far as the portal entrance. And he turns to
End of an era.
Rorik. Yeah, he turns to Rorik and he says, well, I guess you're in charge of the Order of the Gauntlet now, according to your father. I'm sorry about that, but I had a message for you.
Please.
I will meet you where you're going, but I am the way to get to who you need. I cannot travel through this portal, though. I am the key, but you are going to need to find some other keys. I'm like the big key. You need to find me 4 other keys. Does this make any sense whatsoever?
No, of course not.
Bring the wizard over. Wizard, you are good for something, perhaps. Maybe putting things together. Thief or whatever you are, come here.
He is, you guys, he is a big key and he likes keys, so we need to collect
Yes,
more
this was a
keys for him.
terrible mistake to talk to you alone. I can see this now.
What's the spoon a little key, maybe?
Well, okay. I will meet
Listen,
you where
I'm
you're...
kind of a big deal. Let me try it. Big key to big deal. Go on.
Okay. I can aid in where you need to go. I cannot travel. I cannot travel through this portal with you.
Cannot travel through a portal.
Thank you.
Once you get to where you're going,
Where are we going?
I will know where you are.
Okay.
I will meet you where you are going.
Also, Mesro.
I am a key.
Yes.
Not to parties or social situations, of which I am, but to something that will aid in your progression in this story. In addition to that, you will need to find 4
Don't kill
keys to also get in. So
I see what's happening here. Pianos have keys, and they are progressions of music.
Like,
right.
Right.
Riddle solved.
I hope you all die. I truly do. I would like to be away from this burden.
We hover over him with our cursor, and he's got that like special star where you can't kill him because he's a special NPC. Right, okay, I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying is we need yous later on, but not right now.
Yes.
But you're saying that in a very complicated... You could have just said that, really, couldn't you?
I could have, yes.
But
I
you
should
didn't.
have.
Yeah. No,
I didn't.
Yeah.
But let's assume that I just did.
Well,
That's
I
what
no-
we
I,
say.
I feel as though
take-backsies.
we've all grown here from this encounter. You most of all.
I am going to pull away from your sphere because there's some force that doesn't want me to help you in the trials that are to come. So I am being
right.
pulled
So
away from you.
you're taking away the easy mode, and
we're raising it to nightmare. Correct.
Oh, there's no save points, guys.
Right.
Quick
There's
save
a
now.
box of grenades right there. You know what's coming next.
Before you leave, you are really Volothamp guitar, yes?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay, well, I have read a book or two, and Alazar says that he reads sometimes. And Grobicus seems to be quite enthralled with you. Do you have anything neat or useful? Put it this way, I would steal from you. What would I steal?
If you were to roll a sleight of hand and reach into my pockets, you would find nothing.
Well, that is useless.
Because I am in the goddamn jungle.
I have many things. I have a diamond sword.
Yes, but I have nothing on me.
That's just poor planning.
You're saying 4 other keys, yes?
There are 4 other keys. Thank you, the wizard.
4 other keys, and what he's saying is he's run out of text dialogue, so everything we ask him, he's going to give us the same answer now.
That's what I'm asking. Yes.
The orc has figured it out.
Do you have any gossip of the land?
Any rumors or secrets?
I have heard that the king of Nezril is a bit of a dandy, you know.
If I say the keyword red rose, what does that mean to you? Nothing? Damn it.
I'd like to barter. All right. I
will be leaving you all now for a predestined period of time, of which you will either die or meet me again.
Okay, we will meet you soon, and that may be now or in 100 years, but it won't actually matter because the quest will still be there. So we'll go off do some side quests before we finish it. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Got it.
Yes. Progressive.
Excellent.
Let's head through the portal, guys.
Something, open world. Yes.
Right.
We've got a series of menial tasks to perform that are all the same.
It's a sandbox.
As we jump through. No!
What about the other quest?
You've progressed too far.
Yes, I believe we all enter the portal.
Yeah, a little warning comes up. If you progress beyond this point, you will reach the end game.
You cannot do anything outside of the city of Omo.
Right. You sure you want to continue to the next instance without all of your party?
And for the older among you, this would be the point where it says, please insert disc 2.
Right.
That hurt.
Okay, so as you guys enter the portal, you are whisked away in that feeling of flushed life and a refilling of the colors and the spectrum of the sensorial portal swish that just draws from the essence. And being so close to the soulmonger, these teleportations seem to have an almost a pain to them. As you leave from point A to point B, what normally would be a painless process, you have this feeling of, if a human could, or a humanoid could feel evaporation, this is what it would feel like. But quickly enough, you emerge through the portal on a hill overlooking a southern city. And the only reason why you know this is Hezekiah, you feel the tuning fork within you really start to move as you've gone much closer to the epicenter or the target of this divining rod. And as you get closer, I will remind everybody that the 4 people that you see in front of you that are playing this game are all inhabited at this time by the following trickster gods. Alazar is inhabited by Moa. Grob is inhabited by Wongo. Rorik is inhabited by Obulaka. And Hezekiah is inhabited by Ijin. Giant man.
Yes, you remember You remember Large Marge.
No. Okay, fine. We'll do that. Yes, I do. Uncomfortably well, I remember that. Okay, so as you guys come through, there's a wild magic surge for Alazar, correct?
Yes, Alazar has a wild magic surge to roll D10K.
I rolled one.
What did you get?
5890.
5890. Target? I start speaking before I finish reading. Target has prominent mandibles like an ant. You're the fucking guy from Ant Z now.
Dude, they're made out of your beard. You got like big beard pincers.
Yeah. Beard is just like whoop, and they move now.
Hezekiah, his mustache is moving. Do you see that? When he eats, it moves around on its own.
That's weird. That's
Well,
like,
yeah, the beard is like adjusting his robes. It's completely independent from Alizar. It's just, almost like a tail on a feline. It just has its own type of mood reactions and
He
things
has a
like that.
prehensile beard.
Yes.
Right.
It droops when scared or
he's-
embarrassed.
Right. Does this happen sometimes to you, Alizar, or is this a new thing?
What?
Your prehensile beard.
What? What are you talking about?
Your
How
prehistoric.
often does
As
your
it's like
beard
adjusting
move
the
by
foot.
itself?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you see how you're not adjusting your robes, but instead the hair on your face is doing it for you? Not
Oh.
everyone does that.
Oh, I guess it is. Good God.
I guess it is, indeed.
Weird, but seems not harmful, at least.
No, it seems to be helping me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I guess I wanted that there.
It's a studious beard, if I could say anything.
It is.
If I can say anything, this beard was weird.
But I said not that. Forget it. You're home to better.
Thank you.
These kind of show tunes wouldn't happen if you weren't such heathens.
Right.
I've heard that Hezekiah, that's me, that Heronius is a joyous and boisterous, show tune loving god. Am I wrong? Is that incorrect?
Is that so wrong?
I need to consult the scriptures, but
Please do. Take your time.
Let's where are we, guys?
I believe that we need to go in a general south direction.
Okay,
way.
well, as soon as you all appear, as soon as you all materialize, you are inundated by individual voices, but the collective message is as follows. You require the puzzle cubes to enter the Tomb of the Nine Gods. Gather the cubes from the 4 shrines in the following order: Moa, Wongo, Obalaka, and Aijin. Once you have our 4 puzzles in play, we will show you how to win the day. Now, each of you individually hear the trickster god of your choice. Some of them, Wongo, that Grob hears, is very apish. And as it says, you require the puzzle cubes to enter the Tomb of the Nine Gods, as it says it. And then a couple of them, Moa says things with elongated S's. But collectively, the message was as follows.
Yes, Queen.
Yes. So everybody to the yes.
To the Wongo.
Okay, so you guys, to meta this for a second, because jumping in and out of Tomb of Annihilation after a couple weeks is super easy. Here's what you need to do. Inside the city of Omu, which is where you currently are, before you see this, the jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings, stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of this misty and swampy basin. Colorful birds, much like Rorik's cloak, glide above. A waterfall pours into the basin, creating a swollen river that floods the majority of the city before draining into a deep rift to the south that is filled with molten lava. This is creating a lot of the steam that kind of circles around the city. Beyond that, you have the expanse of the city laid out in front of you, and I should have switched it over on Roll20. Did you guys get that?
Yeah. Looking
Okay.
good.
So I'll also give you the player's map so you can look at it in greater detail should you wish it. Boom. There's that if you want it. Where you need to go first in all of this, due to the list that they gave you, Moa, the shrine of Moa, one of the trickster gods, requires its shrine to be opened first. If you are looking at the map in the southeastern quadrant, you will see a small kind of spire rising out of the lava that is close to the mainland, so to speak. That is where you need to go. And the reason why I'm telling you this is Hezekiah is being drawn there.
And what place are we in right now on the map, would you suggest? If we have any idea, I suppose.
Right, let me see if I can get there. For some reason, my map is not updating, or I would have.
I guess you could tell me, south west.
Yeah, it's
south.
southeast,
So,
southeast,
okay.
and you'll see a separation of the land right in the middle of the lava, right to the corner of the lava. You'll see that
okay.
there's a little spire coming up
Oh,
out
I
of
see.
it, like an island.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay. Well, guys, I think we're in the right place.
Voices, get out of my head. That's Erroneous' territory. Ah, did you guys hear things?
In your head, yeah.
You heard them in my head?
Yeah, it sounded like an ape to me. Like a voice talking to me, and it said, I need to find the 4 puzzle cubes or something. Yeah, and then it would open the way for me.
Yes, I heard that as well. Something about Moa, Guango, Oblabla, and Engine.
Do you
Most
think,
obviously, evil spirits and evil voices. We should not listen to them at all.
Do you think they mean like more protein, like whey protein? Like we might get physically more stronger because they said they'd show us the way, or is that? If it's more,
I believe it's curds and whey.
You're better than that. I'm just going to throw that out there from the spirit. You're better than that.
the spirit
says it.
The spirit doesn't even.
I preferred Shadow Grob. His puns were better.
The spirit doesn't understand even the beginning. I say chip, meat, iceberg.
Greg, where are we on the map again? I'm sorry, I missed that thing.
It was at the purple box. Purple box.
Purple box is where we need to go.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yes. I drew that.
Then I have misunderstood.
Where are we currently, Greg?
Greg, you are muted.
Correct.
You guys are at number 3 right now.
We don't have the numbers.
We don't have numbers.
Yeah,
I think it's like here, if I
directly
recall.
across to the west, right where it kind of lips out. You go down. Looks like it got a little like a nose, and there's a chin underneath it. The nose is where you guys are. The nose is. That doesn't sound.
The nose is
So
where you are.
right here, where I'm pinging.
Yeah, for some reason,
okay.
Roll20 does not have my map up for me. I'm still looking at a different page because.
So chat can't see, but we're about here-ish, kind of.
Yes, we are here in this little the staircase, basically.
As far as I can get across. Okay.
Cool.
Actually, hold on one second. I might have it.
No, guys, technical difficulties. Oh, Will, your roll screen's right in front of where we are. That's awesome.
I know, yeah. I mean, we're right in the corner here, basically. But I mean, yeah, it's at the gatehouse, right? That's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean.
I
okay. Hey, mine finally came up. Thank you, Roll20.
Yeah, the maps are so big they take a while to load up sometimes.
It's not letting me ping though. Great. Well, hey, anyway, thanks for all that.
No worries. We have a good idea where we are right now. Plus, theater of the mind, huzzah!
There we are.
Oh, okay, we're there.
You guys can see it.
Okay, then we can see that. Mike, goddammit, you were wrong.
Oh.
There you are.
Goddammit me.
Sorry about that, guys. I couldn't activate the heightened
So we're
assets
here,
that we have here.
and we're trying to get to purple. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
So, since we are on a we want to here on Encounter Roleplay, we want to make sure that we show a little bit of the Tomb of Annihilation.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm putting you guys on the treadmill of fast tracking, waypoint jumping. So welcome to Omu.
The treadmill of annihilation. I've heard of that.
The treadmill of annihilation, right? So you guys are going to jump in, and we are going to progress to what will essentially be your first encounter with the JV version of the shrines for the 9 trickster gods. We are going to the shrine of Moa, which on your maps and on chat, you guys can see is sitting right in the middle of a lake of lava. So nothing really bad there.
It's really a convenient location.
It really is. Okay, so the first one, as you guys walk up, a column of rock rises 200 feet above a huge lava pool. A walled ruin overgrown with palms perches on its summit. At its narrowest point from what would be considered the mainland, there is a 60-foot gap, which needs to be traversed in one by one means or another, or one way or another, to get across to this island in the middle of the lake of lava. And now I will allow you to slow time down as the fast tracking is over. Tell me how you get over to the Shrine of Moa.
With a hop, skip, and a jump.
I fly.
When
Ha.
you
Now,
all
gentlemen,
Two of us can fly.
I have, yes. Well, would take my thunder, Rorik. Fine. Do whatever you want. Go ahead.
I fly.
I walk
whoa.
in that case.
I don't think I could carry anybody, can I?
I think,
you cannot.
I'm a bit bigger than you.
Yeah, you cannot carry anybody with the fly spell, and Rorik requires the actual flapping of his cape, so he cannot transport anyone either. But you two can fly over.
What if I tie a rope to your waist and your waist, and then one to myself and Grobicus, and then you fly, you flap, you do wizard things. We are hanging from you like a glider.
I
Man
understand
glider.
logistics. I'm quite good at logistics.
The
Now, if I
DC
had-
for this will be astronomical because the word logistics was mentioned.
Now, if I have a series of carts and a boat that could traverse
A
lava,
complex series of levers and pulleys, yeah.
Hezekiah dies.
To get across the 60 foot, we Indiana Jones it, tie off a rope, throw the rope over with the whip, and abseil our way across.
The wizard and I could go look and see if there's places to tie ropes.
yes, of course, there could be a lever.
I still also, for the billionth time, have floating disc.
That's only like 20 pounds.
No, it's not.
Tensor's floating disc? It's for
Maybe.
sure like a limited weight.
It said it wasn't 20 pounds. It said it was
It's
like more than
Kid lied to me.
lied, right?
Maybe you've forgotten.
Whatever. Maybe I forgot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 20 pounds.
Not all of us could be rules lawyers there, Mike.
Sorry. It also,
Oh,
it
wait,
also, I think
wait.
it
This
also only floats above the ground,
this
like
is-
a few feet.
No, mate, you're talking
That's
shit.
the part I remembered.
Wait,
I was
wait,
just
float-
waiting to see if that would be.
Floating disc. Okay, it is called the spell floating disc, right?
Because it's in the roll 20,
Floating
Yeah, it's
disc
floating disc.
is 500 pounds.
Boom.
but it floats 3 feet off the ground. which
3
means
Right.
As soon as you go to the
Yeah.
ground, it goes
3 feet above the
lava.
ground in an unoccupied space of your choice.
Yeah.
It
Maybe.
cannot climb either, so once you
it's
would
that
get
ground
across the
spot.
lava.
But yeah, but no, that'd
As
be
you-
that'd be fine because you could get towards it and then we could just climb our way up once we're
Rappel.
breached the,
yes.
the
you will
gap.
be
Yeah.
3 feet above the lava, just for
It's
theater
hot.
of the mind purposes.
It's hot.
Yeah, but that's that's Indiana Jones. We got to do it.
Have you ever been 3 feet above lava?
Yeah, Greg, you tell me this. Have you?
I've been 4 feet, and that was enough for me.
There you go.
Hey, Greg, Rurik's gonna kind of scout out the landing up there, see if there's any big trees or rocks or anything that could obviously have a rope tied to them, and just to see if there's any major threats, like an enemy standing right on the landing up there.
Come on.
Right,
that's
right.
Just,
I mean, that's sloppy if there is. Furiously scribbles notes.
that's Bush League.
Right. Damn you, Perkins. Okay, anyway, as you guys get up there, or as Rorik flies up there to see, there are 2 big, very similar obelisks to what you guys used to activate the portal in Mesro. You're pretty sure you could tie it off on that. It's only about 10 feet away from the edge of the island, so to speak, or the plateau. No enemies that you can see, but I will make you roll a perception check just to see how well you can roll.
Just because.
That's the fuck of you. Who wants to make the check?
That is literally the highest Rurik has ever rolled.
Oh yeah, you don't see anything.
Way too casual. That's a practiced casualness. That. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
I know because
Yeah,
I
it
do
looks,
that.
It looks good. It looks good.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it, boys.
So there's a place to tie rope
Right
off
away.
to?
Yep, there's 2 obelisks, and they seem to be kind of framing the gateway. There are 2 obelisks up like this, and then on either side, a ruined wall kind of surrounds this shrine that's sitting in there. But you could easily get a rope around one of the obelisks and, run it back the 60 feet.
Wizard, you know all kinds of heathen witchcraft. Examine those obelisks and make sure they're not dangerous or going to open another portal, please. If you'd like to. I'm not your boss.
I'll do it, not because you told me, because I want to. But first, here's a disc.
And I take a small, very chromatic disc from my pouch. It's got a hole in the center, and as I go to place it down on the ground, it hovers, and then it starts to spin. And as it wobbles a little bit, it starts to grow into a giant disc. It looks like a giant CD. And then I'm like, get on!
I jump
I-
immediately on.
And then
Very compact disc you have there.
Yes, thank you.
and then I
It's kind of floppy.
into the
It's used to be
You
flop.
can
It's a bit
barely
floppy.
make out the words. You can barely make out the word Nickelback on it as it goes around.
Oh,
yeah. And then I I run. I jump off the cliff. Then I cast fly.
Dramatic.
How many things are
Uh,
happening?
All right.
Wait. Fly isn't concentration, right? Fly's. Wait,
Fly is concentration,
but
correct?
the disc is duration? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like, you just put me on a disc, set me out, and then just fucking dropped it.
Okay, so who is on the disc? Because
I want a disc, yeah.
as stated by what we have done, the cliff and the plateau rise 200 feet above the lava.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna bring the disc out, and it's gonna float, and it's not. It can continue in a straight line over space and not drop to the level of the earth beneath it.
I wanna take you back in time to a galaxy long ago, and far away. A time long ago and very far away. I believe it was on Tatooine where
Oh boy.
Darth,
I believe it was
flew
the poet Darth Maul who said,
yeah, I believe it was Darth Maul on his little speeder bike after he sent out his little
Yes.
seeker, and then he did like a do 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 do, and
that's exactly what I'm thinking of right now. It just goes down, yeah. Boom.
It just goes down and then it pops back up.
Well,
No, it
it's-
doesn't pop back up.
It's only ever 3 feet.
Like a glidey glide. It doesn't like drop like, oh, you're fucked, you're dead, haha.
Yeah, it's only ever 3 feet from a surface, right? So it wouldn't touch any surface; it would already be 3 feet above it.
So to recap, you guys are using a prequel.
Hey, the prequel
Theory
is
with
just
me.
pure memes. It's the greatest set of movies I've ever made, for that fact. Also, Skag, have a dog, and welcome, my friend. Thank you for 17 months.
Duel of Fates is a good song, though.
Is what Grog sings as he goes down.
Greg, since I'm the logistic mastermind of the world, I'm gonna spell it out. I'm gonna help you out and spell it out here. If you guys plummet 200 feet down, even if you have a cushion of 3 feet of air beneath your floating disc, you still need to supply 200 feet of rope to climb back up the other side. The
My
disc will
point.
not go up there.
Yeah, that much I'm well aware of, but we can climb.
That's fine.
I have repelling and grappling stuff.
It's also in another George Lucas movie where Indiana Jones said,
Mute him. Cut him off.
You're cut off.
This is why people come here. This is for this.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get back on the treadmill of annihilation here in a second. Okay, so you guys are going to ride the disc. Who's riding the disc? Grob and Hezekiah?
Yeah.
No, Hezekiah
Oh,
stands on the other end and firmly watches this debacle as the only practiced thief in here, waiting for them to die or boil alive in lava. Someone will throw him a rope. It's only 60 feet this way.
Get on my disc.
I will not. I will do no such thing. I don't like the way you're speaking to me.
Get upon my disc.
I will not.
Look
You
at
work for a news network. Get away. You get on your own disc.
Wizard, come on, get up here. What are you waiting for?
Can't get on my own disc. It doesn't work that way.
Too compact
Okay,
for
so
me.
just Grob on the disc?
Fucking hell.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Grob is going
And
on it. He trusts Alazar implicitly. He trusts old men to do
Do whatever they want.
pretty much whatever they want.
Okay. Get on my disc. We're going for a ride.
Get on my disc, kid. We're going for a ride.
I want to quote the late great Indiana Jones or sound when I say, hold on, lady, we're going for a ride.
Okay, mute him. That's it. He's done. Short round and the prequels out. He's done. No.
Dr.
Okay,
Jones.
so Jesus. Okay, so Grob, as you drop off the side of the 200-foot cliff, the disc drops at a reduced rate, but still rapidly, using the prequel logic and theory that seems to be accepted by you people.
The prequel theorem.
Right. Which we all know how that ended up.
I believe it's a late great Obi-Wan Kenobi who stated,
Professor Kenobi.
They're right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
right.
Okay, use the Force.
Guys, it's weird. My internet's going out. I gotta
go.
Okay, so as the disc drops the 200 feet towards the lava.
It's okay, I have the high ground.
Oh, fuck me.
It's over, Grob.
It really is over.
I say, Roger, as I go down.
You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. I grew up with the real movies.
Great, don't underestimate his power.
Oh my God.
Everything hurts.
All you people. All right, Grob, to get this back on track, I would like you to roll a dex check for me to see if you can hold on this completely smooth disc when it corrects itself at the bottom.
If one thing could be said about Alazar, he does have the smoothest disc around.
I do.
It's smooth like a porpoise.
For an elderly man, you would think otherwise.
It's 16.
Okay, so you just feel yourself kind of pinwheeling as it lands, but you're able to keep yourself in the center. It's incredibly hot this close to the active volcano, but because I'd like to actually get to do something, you survive enough to float across the lava and you reach the side. But as predicted, and according, of course, to the Maulian logic, it does not rise the 200 feet to the other side of the shrine and the plateau in which it is. You're going to have to climb, sir. So give me a couple, what do we got? Climb checks? What do I'm
athletics, right?
On the brain. Athletics. Yeah, give me some athletics.
All right, then. Let's do some climbing. My athletics is a +7. 11. 7, 11.
All right, you're going to give me another one here in a second. So the disc is still there. It is stuck down there. It can't rise to either side anymore. How is Hezekiah getting across?
He's waiting for someone to tie a rope off and then fly it back over to him with his arms crossed. Just waiting.
What's going to happen?
It's only 60 feet across. It was 200 feet down, 60 feet across.
Rurik will have been tying this rope.
Fuck your logistics.
He's just watching and waving to Rurik. I don't know what exactly they're doing down there, but it looks hot, and I would like to just bring a rope. I have another one. Tie them together, 100 feet, easily.
Whoops.
I feel like that's what you'd say as you're watching, as you're just disapprovingly watching as Grob tries to climb. Oh. Whoops.
Oh, right. Oh, well. At least I have that skill I paid for.
This was neat, though. We have
Does Rurik need to roll something to tie a rope?
No, I'm going to allow you to tie a rope.
Hey, back in 3.5, you had to use rope.
Use rope.
Okay, so once again, you've referenced the prequels, short round, and 3.5. It's not going to go well, guys.
It's the wombo. It's the wombo combo. Ding, ding, ding.
Got him.
You sons of bitches.
If you annoy him enough, he'll just jump us to the next encounter.
Okay, you guys are at a Sirac now.
Oh, you died. He killed you in one shot.
Right.
How weird was that?
Good night, everyone. Okay, what are you guys doing, please?
I'm climbing still, so I can make you a second climb check.
Well, I'm going to try to see what these guys are doing. So
These fuckers are doing.
Oh, yeah.
Hezekiah has a rope.
Yep.
Okay, he ties a rope and flies it over. Okay, so Hezekiah, you find a place to tie it off on your side. I'm going to need you, if you're going to like shimmy across, why don't you give me a dealer's choice, acrobatics or athletics, please, to get across.
13.
Okay, you're able to make it across, not nearly as flowery or as deftly as maybe you think that you might move, but you're able to eventually make it across. Will, give me one more athletics for the 200 feet that you have to climb, and we'll take it from there.
15.
You guys are up on the other side. Okay, as you guys have the you made it across, you made it to the shrine. Yeah, all right. As you guys are looking at this shrine in front of you, there are palm trees that grow in front of this kind of squat structure, and worn steps ascend to an archway that forms the entrance. Reliefs of coiled serpents flank the entrance as well. And as you are walking towards the front of this area, and as you kind of reach the courtyard, so to speak, you smell something. It almost reminds you of when you were around Dragon Bait and you smelled that like warm bread, that warm buttery bread smell. And it's definitely got like a dairy consistency to it, like a kind of a turned dairy consistency to it. A curdled, it's very, it seeps into the clothing. It's something that you're not going to forget or wash out really quick. And as you're all looking around and figuring out what in the hell could this possibly be, you see the largest, the margest maggot creep around the corner. And all that you get from it is this smell of butter and loss, as if there was a romantic opportunity that had been taken from this creature. And it is now filled only with rage, only with vengeance. And I'd like you to roll some initiative, please.
Okay. God damn it, that one. For those not in the know, this is a reference to Large Marge, the buttery maggot creature from a week which I had been streaming 9 hours of D&D a day for 6 days.
Don't explain this. No, there is no excuse for this.
And that came from a dark place. Okay, it came from a very dark place.
Strider wound up dumping this thing, and now it's angry.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay. It's not forgivable. Don't explain. My initiative is a +3, so I will have rolled a 20. Oh damn! And I'm good this time. You know what? Now I died once. I'm going to use my rage a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Oh, also great. We hit 1,400 on Kickstarter. Boom, yeah. Which means we get a viewer decision, special extra.
Nice.
Okay, viewer decision. Okay, here's the decision, viewers. We are currently at the Shrine of Moa. Tell me who should go next. We've been given an order, but maybe something occurs where this order is circumvented. So I want you to vote for the following people: Rorik, Alizar, or Grob. Wait, I'm sorry, Rorik, Hezekiah, or Grob. Let's see whose trickster god asserts itself next.
All right. And that will be up on the screen now. Vote by clicking. Got Rorik, Hezekiah, or Grob.
Okay, and the initiative order that we currently have, it is Grob, Marge, Hezekiah. It looks like Rorik and Alizar. Grob, what would you like to do? This jilted lover, this forsworn invertebrate is coming towards you, and she is upset with the world and you.
I gain all of that very insightfully in just one glance.
You can smell it. It's the smell.
It's the smell of turned dairy, as we all know. That's what a jilted woman smells like. So
that's what you said.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
No, I mean I know this. As someone who streams Dungeons and Dragons for a job and has next to zero interaction with any females.
As someone who jilts women all the time.
Someone who is a constant jilter.
Sex icon.
Yeah, yeah, indeed, sex icon. I can confirm. So I will rage because I have had enough of dying from not raging at this point. Grub has finally learned his lesson. I go, and I smack at her with my fucking great axe. So that'll be 21 versus her armor class.
That'll definitely hit her.
That'll do it. All right. Let's see. 1d12 plus 7 is 18 points of damage. In fact, yes, 18 points of damage. That included my rage.
Okay, you hit her, and the butter smell kind of intensifies as you dip into the soft, doughy, maggoty flesh. Are you using your axe or are you using your thick, veiny ham bone?
I'm not currently using the ham bone. I've actually forgotten what the stats were for that thing.
1d12 plus 3 and your strength.
Oh, actually, then it is the same. In that case, yes, I am using my ham bone.
Okay, so instead of cutting into it, you strike the side.
Oh, it's
of
a
the blubber.
it's a +3 magic weapon, isn't it?
That's correct.
In that case, I do 21 damage.
21.
21. He-Man.
Okay, so you smash into the side of it, causing a ripple of color to kind of creep from the strike wound. You have another attack, sir, do you not?
I surely do. I most surely do. Let's try again. 15.
15 does hit. Just hits.
All right, 15 right on the butter. So it's +3 plus 3 plus. Okay, that is 15 points of damage as well.
Nice. Marge is not happy with the turn of events, so she does in fact attack with advantage because I was given that by who gave that to me? Rice Ball gave it to me before the start of the show. So we will be doing the following. Does an 18 hit you, sir?
Against me, yes.
Okay. An 18 as the half-orc charges in, smacks her with this thick, veiny ham bone. She decides that she no longer likes having this large creature in front of her, so she eats him. Grob, you have disappeared down the gullet of one Large Marge.
Goodbye, cruel world.
As she just takes you from the surface of the earth into her sweet, sweet bastion of warmth and buttery love.
It's warm and familiar and pleasing.
Right.
And scary.
It's right. It's like Christmas at grandma's. Except not.
Also, I won the I quote unquote won the viewer decision as Grob.
Grandma's buttery warmth. Oh man.
That takes me back to a whole different era.
It takes me
life.
back to my first psychiatry session.
Yeah, really, really takes you back to that first court hearing. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a drink called Grandma's Buttery Warmth.
Please do it.
I've already got one made for you, mate.
It has to be like eggnog based.
Oh no!
Damn you!
Chat, I want you to know. I want you to be the fourth or fifth or sixth to know. Greg issued a challenge today, so there can only be so many dick jokes. So I see your dick jokes, Greg, and now we raise you Grandma's Buttery Warmth.
I fold. I just lay the cards down.
Challenge accepted.
Push back from the table. I'm out. Okay, so Hezekiah, you are up, and you just saw Grob disappear down Grandma's Buttery Warmth.
He's back down, to be honest. Hezekiah's back down.
Grandma, we don't do that anymore.
He does hesitate for a minute because he's pretty sure Grobicus still wants to kill him in some capacity. He's unsure whether he should let Grob die or not. But his muscles are useful and ripple in the glistening sun. So he's going to attack this guy. Do I get sneak attack? Grob is still technically adjacent.
Grob is within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm even more than adjacent, I think.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack. Oops, that might be wrong.
One step wrong. Better than adjacent.
A 28 probably hits though. It's not a crit, not an actual crit. It's a 28.
Well, a 28 will hit.
All right, cool. That's also my green flame blade. So 28.
It
does 12 piercing damage and 8 sneak attack damage. And then Green Flame does another 7 damage. So 27 damage.
As the being known as Large Marge that has traveled all of this way from the demiplane of Barovia just to meet her end here in the wayward world of Chalt in the city of Omu, she takes this vicious hit by the green flame diamond rapier, and as she's screaming in turn, she keeps it all in. You don't hear anything. It just smells more buttery. But as she wails and suffers from this shot, she is on the doorstep of death. Do you have another attack?
I do not. That's it. That's all I got.
Rorik, you are up, sir.
Should we let her eat Grob and then... Oh, he's attacking. Well, nobody outfights me. Except for when they do.
Except for me. Ah.
I get 2 attacks, so let's see if I do better. How's a 26?
That one's better than a 9.
That'll do
That's
it.
as good as a 28. Ah.
I learned that in the middle schools.
Oh, yeah.
Middle school?
Late bloomer.
Right.
Is 13 enough to kill this thing without smiting it?
It is enough to kill it as you cleave the head, or what goes for the head, from Large Marge. You are gifted with a almost like a sensorial effect as the butter kind of goes into your nose, and you're gifted with a dream of a being, a creature, a maggot creature with a face, your own face, Rorik's own face, and you see it briefly for a second, and you experience the loss, and you feel the hatred as it's gone, as Large Marge departs this corporeal form that she has. Who knows? Maybe she's on her way to the Soulmonger. We don't know. But as the tip is cut off, this phallic maggot out jettisons in a wave of goo and ejaculate. You see Grob just slide out onto the ground in front of you.
Sleep well, buttery prince.
Oh my God.
Well, that was something.
You beheaded it for cleanliness, right? For culture reasons.
Well, the Order of the Gauntlet, so they came up with this technique where... yes.
So
it's kind of a religious thing.
a religious thing. Okay, I understand.
That didn't feel very holy.
Grob, I guess for the record, in the future, don't put any parts of yourself inside of parts of monsters that want to kill us.
Well, she's very holy now. Look at that one.
Oh, yeah.
You're better than that.
It wasn't as though I was... I mean, I didn't... Alright.
I didn't see a struggle from you, to be honest. You just sort of accepted it.
Well, you weren't in there, man.
Yes,
You weren't there.
You don't know.
You don't...
I made an effort, is what I'm saying.
You don't understand.
I did literally nothing.
That seems par for the course, to be perfectly honest with you, Anazar.
Right. Who held the bitch last time? Oh, that was me.
Oh my God. Okay, so to bring it back around the dead and cooling form of the buttery Large Marge, once again, palm trees growing around a squat structure. There are reliefs of coiled serpents that flank the entrance. This is the Shrine of Moa. This is your first legitimate challenge in Tomb of Annihilation. I would like you to enter. I would like you to get to work and chat. If you want to do anything to these guys, now's the time.
Now, Rorik, I believe you have made it clear that you know a thing or two about temples and or shrines, at least to Heronius. But if I have convinced you all of one thing, I know how to dungeon delve. And this looks like a prime example of the aforementioned dungeon to be delved. Let's go. And he begins walking around Large Marge and towards the entrance.
Yes, I know everything there is about everything, so I shall
I
help
assumed as much. Good work. Punch or hit with your hammer, all the things that come out.
So, okay.
you. And with my brain, I will punch the thinky, puzzly bits too.
That's good.
You can go last. How does that work?
Those are words.
We got.
You fight first. Riddle fourth.
Whoa, we got 2 and 3 to figure out here. Okay, here's a kite.
2, 3.
Oh,
He points to Alizar and Grob.
why don't you go first then, Hezekiah, because you knows all about this, and we'll bring it up the rear.
Perfect. Here I go. And he begins to step forward. Can I look around the entrance to make sure that I'm not going to be incinerated by laser beams as soon as I walk in?
What a great idea.
Because at
Why
this
don't
point, Greg,
Give
I
one
trust
that.
nothing.
Okay.
Did I
perception
ever
check
tell
for me.
you the tragic tale of Darth Plagueis Leroyce?
Oh my God.
Regale me inside. Be careful of these laser eyes.
Judicus.
22 perception, Greg.
Okay, as you walk into, are you going inside or are you just checking the outside?
I'm checking the outside to make sure I don't get annihilated as soon as I walk in.
I see what
Okay.
you did. It's the tomb.
It's to annihilation. We're on the fast track to annihilation.
Right. Okay, so as you look around the outside, you do see that there are several of those reliefs that I mentioned before, coiled serpents in various states of coiling and extension. Nothing appears to trigger your rogue senses or your thieves' eyes as being a trap.
Yes. Good. Well, this way. And he just casually walks inside the temple.
Okay, as soon as you walk in, you guys are gifted with a hallway that seems to extend forward, and it's webbed with cobwebs. The walls of this like rubble-strewn corridor are carved with serpents everywhere, and arrow slits are spaced along them every 5 feet.
This is a trap.
Cobwebs fill the arrow slits and hang like drapes from the corridor ceiling. Above the entrance, a stone plaque bears a cuneiform message.
Cuneiform is what I studied in my first year at university. It's incredibly boring. But also interesting that it's here.
And difficult to read. It's just dashes.
I dropped out of college to go to play D&D.
to play D&D.
After studying cuneiform for a year. It's fucking awful.
So now you guys know how fun that is.
I look at the cuneiform tablet, and I probably have no idea what it says because I did not understand the language.
It appears to be in a language that you do not understand. However, Alizar, when you look at it, it appears to be written in common.
Out of the way, scrub. Oh, looky here. This seems to be written in a tongue I understand.
It says the following: Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth.
Oh, right here. It says written in the stone.
What does it say?
Well, it says here, it says
Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth.
Moa is telling me that I should throw Volo in the pool of lava. Would you look at that?
But the problem is Volo is not here. He did not make the journey with us.
Yet. But when I see him, he's going back in the lava. Anyway, right here it says Moa teaches us that secrets.
Well, you know what I say: Moa money, Moa problems.
Moa problems. Yes. Yes. And
Will, this is why we don't allow you to go on vacation.
No, we can learn from that. Grob, look, good thinking here, because secrets hide in the truth.
Right.
Far off, we're saying Moa money, Moa problems.
Right. So secrets hide the truth, and that is true, innit? Because sometimes when you'll lie to protect someone from the truth.
Right. Yes.
And so you tell a secret, or you make up a secret, or you don't tell them something and keep it secret.
Secrets are no fun unless you tell everyone, which is Moa funny, Moa problems. So
We're starting to make progress here. Okay.
I think so. Anybody else have anything intelligent to say about this depiction here?
Scholarly thoughts only,
I've
please.
heard one bard sing a tale about secret. I have a secret, and vis-a-vis being a modern man, I believe.
Ah, yes.
I don't know how that equates to this scenario here entirely, but I've heard it. I've heard it before.
It was
Yeah.
it was a
My children would approve.
River of the Damned, yes, for sure.
Right.
Um,
Okay. And what else we got in this room? We got the cuneiform. What else can you guys see?
Greg, what else do we see now that my brain has melted with the talk of secrets? There was cobwebs hanging from the thing and arrow slits every 5 feet. Was that?
Yes, there are arrow slits every 5 feet, correct.
Okay.
So,
And you have to progress down this area. So as you kind of cross through this area, there are 3 sets of arrow slits that seem to be every 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet down the hallway. You see very pronounced slits in the wall, in the both sides of the wall.
so it looks like if we were to just walk down there, we'd get shot at. So we need to find some way to disable them, maybe.
Well,
Are they polka dotted across the entire wall? They're all at one level.
5 feet.
Yeah, every
Well,
every
like
5
height-wise
feet.
though. Height-wise
Just
though, are they all the way up and down? Are they just like 5 feet in the air?
just eyeballing them, they look to be about 2 feet tall. So they're about, like 2 feet off the ground, and then 2 feet of slit, and then like the rest of the way to the ceiling.
Oh, okay, I get it.
right.
They're very pronounced though. They're like 6 inches wide, so they're not like, just a crack in the wall or anything like that. They're very. You can see them from your distance. There's no type of perception problem. You can.
Hezekiah, you're muted.
I am. Go
Yes.
on.
Right. So, why don't you do me a favor? As do look like trap holes. Yes,
They do. They are most assertedly arrow would shoot
they
out.
are. Do we know that they are, or do we know that they could be arrow holes? Because
Most likely.
We could throw a rock across and see if
correction, most likely. And the reason I bring that up is because Moa is telling us that secrets hide in the truth. Now, if we look in these arrow slits, which could also be seen as eyes, then truth could be seen in the eyes of the beholder. Now, if you look inside these eyes,
this is
maybe
real clever. This
Now,
is
before you put your eye in front of what is most likely
that's
an
what-
arrow, I'm not doing it. An arrow will shoot you in the eyeball. I have a suggestion, and it's this. And he conjures a firebolt and throws it up at the ceiling towards all of the spider webs, trying to catch them all on fire.
Sure. Yeah, you don't even have to roll to hit. You hit the majority of the spider webs, and they ignite. You see them flare up very quickly as they are extremely flammable, and you see them burn, as we've learned in Middle Earth. They just rack through the corridor. Within 30 seconds, they are completely consumed. Nothing happens.
Is there anything on the ceiling?
A drider falls out screaming.
This is
How did you see through this cleverly disguised trap? Right.
I'm trying to live
Yeah.
here.
As it burns up, no, nothing more is revealed. You don't see any type of additional features. I mean, you could investigate the area that was exposed if you'd
Yeah,
like.
I was thinking that there might be arrow holes in the ceiling because that 2-foot gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna move closer to like the edge of this hallway and examine like the floor and the area around the arrow holes without actually stepping in front of either one of them. And I'll give you some investigation here. Ka-chow! 22.
Okay, so as you're searching, you realize that you're looking at the walls specifically where the cobwebs came off of, but when you look back down at the floor, you realize that there appear to be 3 plates that are very, very cleverly disguised to be a part of the floor plan. Just with that role in the investigation, you can see that they're secure. You could put weight on them, but it definitely looks like some type of footfall. And it seems that there's one right at the first arrow slit, at the second, and at the third.
Hmm.
Well, what are you looking at?
Yeah,
What do your thief eyes see?
Man, you know what? I take a step back and I use my my invisible mage hand, and I just kind of put my hand out and press, and the hand moves over to it and presses down on that block in particular.
On the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. You press the full 5 pounds worth of force that it's able to exert. Nothing happens.
Right.
So there are these
Can we
three.
go? Are you safe?
Yes, no, there appear to be triggers in the floor. We must avoid them.
Okay, where are they?
I believe this is one.
Rurik takes his
And he points
backpack
with an
off and
invisible
throws it
hand.
at the. Rurik takes his backpack off with his like shield and all that, and he just throws it right at the plate on the ground.
Okay. After you deposit your shield and backpack onto the first of what Hezekiah has identified as a potential footfall, you put the weight on there. Nothing happens.
Perhaps it is too old. I've
Then
seen
you
it.
should be happy going first if it's too old.
I'll go. Secrets hiding the truth. They must be lying to us. They probably think that something's going to happen here, and it's probably not. I'll go
Right,
first.
yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Right.
And I just immediately step on it confidently.
I take
Nothing
my backpack
happens.
back. Maybe that's the safe place to step, and everywhere else sucks.
Maybe. All right.
Yes, perhaps. The other one is here. And he points to the other one.
Hold on.
And did
So
you
you
go to the other one, or is there now a floor between me and the next one?
Yeah, so looking down the hallway, you have a pressure plate, a set of arrow slits, a pressure plate, a set of arrow slits, a pressure plate, and the final set where, one slit, pressure plate,
Yeah.
in a sequence. Yeah.
Rurik heaves all
Wait
of
a
his.
minute. Damn it, I am planning this like I am here alone. You make your compact disc come out. You float like a bird. You also float like a bird. And then we fly across on a wiggly disc.
I can't do that.
No pressure plates.
I can get on a
No.
disc, I guess.
Yes, you get on the disc. Get on the disc.
Okay.
Problem solved. No pressure plates.
Don't know.
I forgot you're also have abilities that are useful occasionally.
Know if I could make the disc come out again. I mean, it's only been about. It's not even been 20 minutes since.
Would you like a slice of orange?
Right. Yeah.
I hear that is rejuvenating.
Is it really?
I don't know. I was just trying to help you perform. No pressure. Just thousands of tiny arrows.
I'm not worried.
I'm going to take a step back off of
I'm worried.
coming off of the pressure plate to shoot them.
As you come off the pressure plate,
Yeah, stepping back.
nothing happens.
Okay, I step back on the pressure plate, and then I point to the ground, and I go,
All right. So remember, the secrets hide in the truth. I think this is right here. This on the ground. This is what's actually the bad part. Not this part that I'm on, but this one here. Maybe it's a pitfall or something shitty. You're muted.
I was speaking in code. I was hoping you'd get it. Leap to that one there. It's 5 feet away. Yes, it's 5 feet. There's a road. There's
I
thorn
haven't-
between you.
Haven't done a 5-foot leap in quite a while.
Bend to the knees.
All right. Here.
You can do it.
Give me some athletics just for
Oh, God.
shits and
See,
giggles.
if I die first, who will navigate you through the rest of the traps?
That's true. That's true. And if I die, I'll get to the soulmonger quicker.
Yes, of course.
I can kill you now if you like.
It's like expedited shipping.
It'll work. Here's my -1 to my athletics. 8.
Goodbye.
I'll expedite you if you want me to.
No, he just did it himself, I think.
Okay, so as he jumps across from one plate, the identified plate, to the next, he crosses the path of the pronounced 2-foot arrow slits, trips on his robes, and kind of spills onto the second pressure plate. Nothing happens.
We've made it here.
Rurik's gonna walk out next to him.
Just
I'm getting
casually
tired of
walk
this.
out.
Yeah, it's enough
happens.
hopping. If I'm gonna die, let it happen. It's the waiting I can't stand.
Okay, so Rorik's on the first pressure plate? Or is he walking all
Rorik's-
the way over
He's gonna
to
walk all the
Alizar?
way over to Alizar, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're walking off of the pressure plates in between the two, like across the arrow slit and then onto the next pressure plate?
Yep.
Nothing happens.
I love it.
Am I on a floating disc at this point, or is the disc not being
No, he
created?
didn't actually
Okay.
summon
He
it.
never did it.
Oh, fuck you. So in that case,
Hezekiah, maybe I'm a better dungeoneer. I figured the puzzle out. You walk. Haha. Now let's go.
I will head across then, following behind you all at a safe distance.
I go last.
Okay, everybody crosses through the corridor. You pass the arrow slits, you pass the pressure plates, and you enter into a larger chamber. In the middle of this room, a stone cube rests on a plain stone pedestal. Statues of 12 tribal warriors jut from the surrounding walls, aiming bows at the pedestal. The floor in front of the pedestal bears a mosaic depicting a monstrous serpent constricting a furious monkey. Moss obscures much of the detail.
Do you think that corridor was supposed to keep us in and not stop us from getting... Like, that it's not stopping us from getting in, it's stopping us from getting out?
You're the master trapsman. I don't know. You tell me.
I have studied a trap or two in my time.
I bet you have.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Guys, this is weird. You're acting like Alazar and Volo again.
Well, you know, sometimes it just happens. Okay, don't worry about it.
Check this room. Maybe there's traps in here. Trap boy.
So I assume that, like, do we know anything about this religious iconography at all? Do any of us know, or is this long forgotten to time? Father Time over there.
What?
Do you know anything about this? The monkey and the snake.
Well, yes, the monkey is
Alazar, I will allow you to roll a religion check for me.
Wong.
Can I make a religion check? Is the religious one?
Nope.
Wrecked.
Okay, somewhere in Alazar's muddled brain, you pull forth the following remembrances of a serpent and a monkey, and you remember that there is some type of story that is associated with several of these like natural beasts as they came to this lost city. You're not even sure what the name of the city is. You're not even sure what the name of the god was that they replaced, but you knew that the snake and the monkey were not friendly to one another, that they were rival gods, so to speak, but that's about as much as you can get.
Jokes are writing themselves, you know that, right?
I know.
He's feeding them to us.
Rurik's gonna examine the big statue pillars and see if they can move, or what happens if he pushes on them. If they're sturdy in the ground, he just wants to go look at them.
There's one pillar, right?
I thought there was a bunch of statues.
There's a bunch of statues of tribal warriors. There's 12 of those.
Yeah,
They're
12
kind of
of those.
littered around. Yeah, imagine that the pedestal is in the center with the cube on top of it, and surrounding it in a like a semicircle is these 12 statues of tribal warriors that are aiming bows directly at the pedestal.
Yeah, I'm
Other
gonna look
than
at
that-
the statues.
Okay. The statues in and of themselves are very nondescript. They don't have any type of facial features. It's just the outline of a head, of a humanoid body. They don't even have defined fingers or toes. In their actual construction and artistry work, they're rudimentary, but they seem to just all be standing, and all of their bows are fixed on the pedestal where sits what you can only assume to be one of the puzzle cubes. Yep.
And they're completely stationary. No gears, no anything at all.
You can roll me an investigation or perception check.
Would Rurik know that to look for gears and such? Or would that be a Hezekiah?
No, Hezekiah can look. He'd do better than me anyway.
That's true. Hezekiah's waiting for you to die. But as you have not died yet, he will go over there and assist you in looking as well.
Looking at him, waiting to see if he dies.
Yeah.
You guys can both roll perception or investigation.
22.
Jesus.
It doesn't seem that any of the statues that you've examined, and you've examined as many as you'd like, it doesn't seem that any of them have the ability to twist or sink or progress around the floor that you can see. There's no manual or mechanical means that would make that happen.
And how far from the entryway to the pedestal?
And I can give you an exact rundown here. Oh, like a good 10 feet.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, he just kind of looks at everyone and says, "Excuse me, if you could just come back over to here. You, Rook, this way." And he'll move everyone back to the entrance of the tunnel here. And then he kind of like looks at Alzar and then rolls up his sleeves and just goes like this and starts moving his hands for no reason at all. And he casts Mage Hand, and he's gonna go pick up that puzzle box and bring it back over to him.
Okay, the puzzle box is, as soon as you, the hand touches it, you see the fingers of the mage hand pass through the puzzle box.
Well, damn it. Who thought this would be good? Magic does not work on the puzzle box, everyone. I want you
The
to
puzzle box is lies. We need to look for the truth.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Damn it.
lies. I know that much. That's what I've been following. This
Yes.
investigation.
This puzzle box clearly does not exist.
Clearly.
I'm going to look around the rest of the room. Is there like another entrance or exit or hole somewhere?
None that you can see, but I will allow you to perception,
Right.
investigation, as long as you tell me what you're perceiving or investigating.
Right. What I'm thinking is, if the truth is the puzzle box, then the secret hides that from us because we can't see it right now. So
Yes.
what might be the secret? There might be.
I have once been into a tomb place that had a series of elaborate mirrors to cast an illusion,
Oh, like that bit in the Mummy
like that bit in the Mummy. Yes,
where they do that. Yeah.
with the thing with the mirrors.
The thing, the
inside.
mirrors,
Yes,
isn't it?
of course.
Yeah.
Yes. But I see no
I
mirrors.
love Tom Cruise.
Get out.
Oh, get out.
Get out right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go touch the box with your ring hand. You've taken it one too
The
far.
Tom Cruise comment just takes it all over the edge.
That was the straw, right?
Besmirch the prequels, but Tom Cruise, get out. Get the fuck out.
Only in The Last Samurai, damn it. Now,
Hezekiah is going to walk in front of all the arrows and examine the statue, the plinth, the raised D is there.
plinth. Excellent word.
It is a good word.
One of my
Friend
favorites.
What's that?
As you, what's that?
Okay.
Okay, as you walk up to the
Sorry?
pedestal and you begin to perceive and look around, you guys, as you're searching, give me a investigation or perception check, please.
19.
Okay, you're looking around the pedestal and you don't notice anything specifically on the pedestal, but as you look down around the area and the mosaic that's around the pedestal, you notice that the moss seems to be covering a message.
Alizar, come here, real quick.
What? Sorry.
You seem to be able to read snake language. Hold on. And he firebolts the moss.
Puzzle told
Okay.
you that.
It burns up, and while it looks completely, Hezekiah can't make heads or tails of this, Alizar is able to read the following: death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth.
I need that one again.
Death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth.
Okay. Truth comes from these serpents. Mouth.
I
Can you
immediately.
translate this for everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, looky here. There's another message. What it says here is death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth. Now, here we see depicted a monkey in the coils of a snake.
Right? Like it's wrapped around.
Right.
Where is his mouth?
Now, where is the mouth?
Is the head shown in this?
In the picture in the mosaic on the floor, yes, you can see the serpent's head is visible, but there doesn't seem it's a a relief. There doesn't seem to be any type of dimension to it.
But wait, if we follow Indiana Jones 3 rules in the scene in the library with the guy with the stamp, and we have to get the bit, and we have to get through that stone bit, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
What if we screw the thing on top of the stick and then we wait till the sun goes down and it...
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Grob is more likely thinking, if the head of the snake is where it is, we might be able to, like, bust through to a lower level where the head of the snake is, because that's on the floor. Am I thinking correctly, Greg?
You are correct, yes.
Okay.
This is all on the floor.
So what if we was to bust through that bit of the floor and see if there's anything underneath it? Because the serpent's mouth.
In the truth.
In the truth, and the serpent's mouth holds the truth.
Right, and if the mouth is the truth, then it's also a secret.
Correct, and the truth comes from the serpent's mouth. So there we go. But it does say it rewards a thief deceived.
Yes, death does, and I will not be dying today.
What if... Okay, if I were to look at that point of the head, is it like, if I were to stand in that spot, is it so that 12 archers would fire at me?
It looks precisely like the spot where these 12 archers would fire.
Alright, so I think... I think if we was to stand there, then the 12 archers might fire, because it says death rewards a thief deceived.
Wait, so I think my entire vision of this room is screwed up. So there's a semicircle of these wacky tribesmen statues with arrows, with a thing in the center. Yep.
Correct.
It's a donut
And
of arrows of death.
And to the south is the corridor that you guys came through.
Yeah.
And the room is square with the semicircle of the 12 and the pedestal in the center. Surrounding the pedestal is the mosaic, and directly in front of the pedestal, right where you would, I don't know, try to pick up the box, it seems, because of Grob's astute observation, that all 12 of the archers seem to be aiming at that precise spot.
Yes, Grobius, that is why I used my invisible wizard fingers.
Well, I
Trying to
figured
pick
it
up
out.
arrows. You did.
Right, so you figured it out.
He
Yeah.
pats Grob.
We get the cube.
Rurik is going to go stand on the, not near the spot where the archers are aiming, but he's going to stand on the snake's head on the mosaic on the floor and see if, just look around to see if he sees anything from that spot.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
5 or 5, take your pick.
Money.
It's lovely. I mean, the mosaic is very intricate, but you don't see anything beyond that.
What are you doing there, Rurik? You seem to be very quiet.
I'm standing on the mouth of truth to see if lying is not to be, then the truth will tell me.
Right, that's not what I said. I never said.
Literally none of what you said made any sense. Would you like me to stand there with you?
Wait. Before we do this, I think there's a way we could also disarm the trap here, if it is in fact a trap. Let's go and say that this is a trapped hallway, which it obviously all signs and arrows point to no.
Arrows.
Right. So why don't we exactly? So why don't we how are you a pretty strong fellow, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
And also Grog, yes. You guys are both rather strong. So now let's take a look at the statues here. Now, what do you think of this stone arrow? It's only what, about maybe an inch or so thick of stone, maybe?
Right. Would I say that? So, Greg?
Well, there are no arrows in the bows.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I can't see no
It's
arrows in
just
the bows. Wait. Can I have a quick look around here? I'm specifically looking for any other snake heads or things that might look like snakes.
Okay.
'Cause
Roll
I'm-
me perception or investigation, your choice.
Alright, I've got plus 3 that one, so I'll see if I can see anything on it.
I whip it out.
17. Anything else looking any snaky around here?
As you are searching for additional snakeheads, you do uncover what you believe to be a depression in the wall to the left of the corridor that you came out of. You're not sure exactly what it is, but it looks like it may in fact be another door.
Okay, so what I'm thinking here is And by the way, Will hasn't read this chapter, so he has no clue. What I'm thinking is...
like, no.
Yeah,
This
like,
is not the one we did and learned by play. So I knew that I was.
I didn't read the Mars one. I've only read the ones that we're going to do. So, to try and save myself on this. So what I'm thinking is, it says, a thief deceived. Everything points to that one there, right? Literally everything points to it there. That seems too easy. Yes. What if we was to go back to this one here, my secret one, which I have found again. And we might go and see if that one is the real one that I don't want us to find.
Yes, Grob, charge the door.
I was thinking...
Kick it in.
I wasn't even looking for another snake.
Well, I've been in this business a while. I've spent a lot of time around priests. You always end up looking for another snake.
What?
I go towards the door. I go towards the door. He says it's a depression. Do I have to like press it to open it? Is that what it looks like, or is it more of just a push the door?
As soon as you apply any force to it whatsoever, it kind of indents, an inch or two, and then slides and opens up. And you are gifted with a room. It appears to be a room that borders the corridor that you came through, because you see what can only be the opposite side of the arrow slits from the hallway. You see them every 5 feet along the left-hand side as you walk in. And you see a statue of a coiled serpent dominates this web-filled room. The statue is missing its head, which lies broken on the floor. And as the snake head is broken on the floor, several feet away is a stone cube.
Okay, nobody do anything.
Now you know what it feels like, Will. You're like... Wait.
So, it says the serpent's head hides the truth, but it's broken up and all that. First of all, let me do a quick scan for any more arrows, Greg.
No. The serpent's head comes from, or truth comes from the serpent's mouth.
Right. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth. Oh, and it might have fallen out. Yeah. Can I do a quick?
See, the deceiver was the box in there that if I touched would kill me. I am the thief in this scenario.
Well, thief, touch this one.
If I'm allowed to, Greg, I'll roll a perception check there to look for traps.
Okay, inside this room?
Yeah, if there's any other arrow slits around that are obvious to me.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
It's 21.
21. As you search around, kind of being very careful, looking for plates that Hezekiah has kind of already pointed out to you guys, you don't see that there are any type of traps in this room, at least none that you experienced before. Yeah. There's nothing that, right.
Okay, well, there ain't no more arrow traps, so I suggest it might be safe enough to step in.
Just for the record, I mostly have been doing this for me. I just don't like spiders. And he throws another fireball into the spider webs.
Another 60 seconds later, all the cobwebs are burned up. Another drider drops out dead. Other than that,
if they have far too many legs, I don't like it.
I hear they sleep, but I'm not sure if they do or not.
Yes, well, dreaded sleep spiders. Heard of that? They sleep in the trees. I knew a man who was once a ranger. Terrible tales. And then while
ranger.
While he's talking, he just casts Mage Hand and picks up the box.
This time you actually get purchase on it, and it picks up.
And I slowly bring it back to us and hand it to
me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Elzar, you can have it. He's clever.
Oh,
Got to say that I did predict all of this successfully.
It is dropped into Alizar's hands, and it looks like that.
Ooh. Neat.
Ooh. Right.
Alizar, you seem to be able to speak snake, and I feel like you should have this.
It looks like you, Elzar.
How so?
Does it?
Is it?
Oh, sorry. I meant wizard. It looks like you, wizard.
Also, same question. Does it?
Does it what?
What part of it exactly, Rorik, looks like him?
Where?
Well, that part there, it has the same that he does.
It's a cube, isn't it?
No, look at it. Look at its mustache. It has little mandibles.
You're looking at it upside down. It'll be this way.
Still the same thing. It's a fucking ass. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Yes.
Well, now, I believe my memory serves me correctly most of the time, and I heard Wongo.
Let's
Next.
focus on getting out of here first. I'm still wary about that arrowy tunnel keeping us in here.
Well, if you look here, these holes in the wall are where the arrows would come from. And
Are there no
nothing.
slots on the other side?
There are none. There were. I guess there were ultimately slots on the opposite side.
Yes, there were.
Fine.
Well, what about those sides?
Well, okay.
Just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
You win this.
Go ahead and run willy-nilly and die all you want. I don't care.
I think now we got it, we're probably safe, right?
I don't think so. Hold on.
I go and grab the serpent's mouth off of the statue.
It's shattered. It's no longer. You
Oh,
can
it's
tell that it probably once was a head, but you can see several distinct pieces, like the top of the head, the bottom jaw, just the coil of it going down around the neck. But the head itself and about a foot of the neck is completely shattered.
Why would that be so obvious? Okay, I was gonna grab it. I was like, maybe that's the truth, and we're fucked. All right. Anyway, whatever. I guess we'll.
Yeah, we try and I think we might be overthinking it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like we got it. Seems like.
Yeah, we'll see. We just gotta leave.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just, well, I mean, Grubble at this point is very happy with himself for having presumably solved this puzzle. So I think we head right on back.
Grob, you are a resident dungeoneer now. We will
Thank you.
refer to you for all dungeon questions.
Yes, I am. I have solved the puzzle.
You are the dungeon master.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Now I get to go here.
It's for a living.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa, meta.
All right. So
I'm a
as you
dungeon
guys
master now.
leave the room,
We can be partners. You can be a wizard.
Oh my god. I like to hang out by the ocean and the sea a lot of the time, so be by the coast.
Alazar, as you walk out telling Grob that he is the dungeon master, I will let you know that he is not. As a huge stone arrow smashes into the wall beside you, and 11 other archers spin towards your position.
Haha, I told you.
I will give you the option to do something. You have just walked through the threshold of the secret room that Grob found.
We have what? We have the option to walk through.
Well, you have just crossed the threshold of the secret room door back into the archer room, and one shot has gone off. And I will give you this moment to do something if you so desire. You can stay in this room with the archers, or you can back into the room you just came from.
Oh, wizard chess. I will go ahead and I will. I don't know. I think. Ugh. So they're all staring at me. I think I'm probably gonna back into the other room. Yeah, they're just like, as a shot went off, I'm gonna duck away. I'm not a fighter, so.
Okay, so as soon as you duck back into the room, all the archers seem to reset to their original positions, focused on the illusory cube in the middle of the room.
Do they have arrows now? Because they didn't earlier.
They appear not to, but there's definitely a shattered stone arrow sitting, on the wall beside the door where Alazar came out.
Okay.
Hezekiah, this is why I told you to look at those, and you said they didn't.
I
move.
did look at them, and they did not.
Grob
move.
is the dungeon
They
master.
also had no stone arrows, which Gromicus is the one who looked at those.
Well, they definitely didn't have them before.
Right, and they also didn't have gears. Can I give me this? And he tries to take the stone tablet.
Okay, dokie. There you go. Goodbye, thief deceived. Bye bye. See you. Goodbye.
I'm going to put the stone tablet in my mage hand and bring the mage hand out into the into the shooty death room.
Immediately, arrows start bouncing around and through the mage hand as one of them hits and knocks the cube back into the room that you're in.
Interesting.
Rurik's gonna step out without the cube, just him, and see if he gets shot at.
You see them all kind of resetting to that original position, focused on the cube on the pedestal.
Well, Rurik takes out his great club.
Can we see the depression, the room we're in from the original corridor?
Yep.
Cool. Hezekiah places it down on the floor, right in the doorway, and then casually walks out to the original hallway, and then grabs his mage hand and, as quick as possible, pulls it through to the other corridor.
Okay, so you guys are all going over into the corridor, and you're going to mage hand from the doorway, the threshold of the secret door, into the corridor that you're.
Right.
Okay.
Wait! Before you do that, wait,
Yes.
hold on, wait.
Yes.
Wait. Rurik
You
just
go.
repeats that as he walks out the entire place, like back to the front.
Yeah,
Wait,
at this
wait,
point,
hold on,
Grub's
hold
like, yep, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna see, but over there's a, and I back out as well.
Right. I have an idea. Could I see the cube for a moment here?
Absolutely. Here you go.
Right. Now, if I just do one of these here.
And I start like pinching the corners of it, and as I do that, you start to see bits of the cube come off, but it's still intact. And as I do that, you're seeing it seems like I'm pulling a second cube from it, and finally I do using minor illusion. Is there a way I can now use this minor illusion of the cube, and I'm going to try to move this into the room? And I don't know if I can.
You're going to take the minor illusion of the cube and move it into the archer room.
Yeah.
As soon as it crosses the threshold, nothing happens.
Right. Very well. Illusion. Right. Wonderful.
How you guys doing in there?
We're figuring it out. Give us a minute.
Pretty okay, if I had to say. I haven't been shot a single time.
Okay.
So, Grub, about this Darth Plagueis, he could bring people back from the dead.
Well, here's the irony about the whole thing.
What a heathen.
And
the irony about the whole thing.
Grub tells the whole story of Darth Plagueis always.
Oh, God.
Doesn't sound very wise to me.
How big is the room?
You sons of bitches.
More emphasis on Plagueis, I guess.
I need to get the data cron across this hallway.
How do I? What is the radius of this room?
From the
area.
secret, yeah, the secret doorway to the corridor that you went down is only 10 feet. But they both share a wall. So if this is the room, here's the secret doorway, you go into the room, here's the corridor going down.
Here's a better question.
And
Does
there's
40
all the people.
clear the room?
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna cast.
Grease.
I'm going to grease up the place.
So
Grease is the word. It's the word.
I'm going to.
Maybe cast lightning on that grease.
I'm going to need this one.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
Oh, go grease.
I think you're burning up a quarter mile.
So I'm going
Go
to.
grease lightning.
Thank you, Rob. It was Grobomatic. It was Mythomatic.
So the.
Hezekiah shatters the tablet.
Me and Rurik close the door and roll the stone door.
Slowly, right?
So that bit at the end of the Mummy where Benny's trying to get out.
Look, me, I'm so great. Watch me now.
All right. So the. I'm going to. I'm going to be like.
All right, Hezekiah, I'm going to need you to do something. I'm going to need you to take this cube, right?
Yes.
Trust me, and I need you to trust my arcane reflexes, all right? And I know that that's going to make you go, oh, boy. Well, arcane reflexes. This is going to suck.
Well,
Yes. So, here. I
rude
need,
impression.
right. So I need you to take this cube, and I need you slowly, gingerly, best you can, and while locking eyes with me. You don't need to lock your eyes with me. That's optional. I need you to go into the room, all right? And when they start to fire, I'm going to slow the room, giving you plenty of time to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge out of the other side.
Yes, I'm going to do most of the things you said, which is what I said mere moments ago, but with further complications. And he places the tablet into his floating hand, and then he walks out of the room and into the corridor, and then slowly begins to move the mage hand out after him. and says, "Now slow."
And I try to slow my best. I'm like, hold on, my kid. I'm trying really hard to get the molasses off after the eyedropper. I wasn't ready. Oh, God. And then I finally flick it into the air and hope to then get, hopefully when these things start to turn, they are now targets. And hopefully there's something I could cast upon. And then I cast.
It does seem that the spell takes hold, that you see them traveling at a slower rate. So their rate of fire is decreased instead of 12 shots going off at once. But as luck would have it, the very first one that shoots off hits the cube and knocks it off the hand back into the room.
Balls.
Throw it through the arrow slots. Grob, seriously, you think? Maybe you and I should start inventing.
Are they
a company.
slots or are they arrow holes?
They're slots. They're 2-foot slots.
I think I completely.
I also thought they were arrow holes.
Filthy slots.
I forgot. Right, God damn it. All right, so I could do that. I thought that that wasn't a part. That wall was not a part of this wall.
Yeah, I thought they were holes.
The wall's like in it.
It looks like you could probably put the cube through one of those slots if you wanted to.
Really?
Yeah. I also thought cube and holes, and a square cube doesn't go in a round hole.
As identified as slots that were
Today,
very pronounced
yes.
and 2 feet long and 6 feet wide.
Today on
6
Encounter
inches wide.
Roleplay, we're going to be learning about shapes. 2D shapes, 3D shapes, squares, circles, cubes.
Put it through.
Sit
the
down.
slots.
Get yourself strapped in for this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a wild ride. So now we learn at the tender age of goodness knows how old Mike is. He's learned these shapes. How's it feeling?
Not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a hard day.
It's been a long
hard
one.
day.
It is a Monday.
I think shapes are up to interpretation. It's art. It's an art form. You know, you can see what you want to see, etc., etc.
Absolutely not.
Listen, not all squares are rectangles. Okay, or something.
Not
like
all squares are rectangles. What?
Actually, yes, they are.
I think it was.
Put it through the slot, please. I'm
that.
gonna wait out
You're
here.
still in there. Put it through the slot. I'll go get it on the other side. Damn it. The furthest away slot, please. And he walks away to the slot and puts his hand
It
through
drops into the corridor. Clink, clink, clink.
He picks it.
And
God damn it.
archers are silent and still.
Walk through the other corridor. I hate you all, every one of you. You are all the worst. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You.
Hey, he's the dungeon master. Be nice to him.
Clock fucks. Bye bye. And
leave the.
He just dives into the lava.
it has been real.
But yeah.
Goodbye, cruel world. Okay, so you exit the Shrine of Moa, and you have the cube in your hands. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have passed Shapes 101.
Well, that was awful. Let's go do it 3 more times.
As soon as you go outside, Grob, you hear the monkey voice that you heard before. And as per the edicts of the chat viewer decision, you hear what you now know as the voice of Wongo as he goes, I'm next.
Excuse me? Oh, he's next. That was the voice in my head.
That was the
Erroneous?
voice. That was the voice of Wongo.
We got to do the Wongo.
Right. Come on, everybody. Let's do the bongo. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Let me find where Wongo is, and I will show you on the map. As long as I can pan it. Damn it.
Pan it, damn it.
Damn it. I love.
Well, this is 1 out of 4, guys, so we're going strong right now. That only took us about an hour of fucking around.
Let me see if I can find that.
On a role play. So.
Yeah.
Usually we're just like, no, story and stuff.
I think it's a combination of Mike being Mike, and me and Myth not having played together for about a year, so catching up on just a million memes that have gone untold.
Sure. I've played with Myth in between too.
Yeah.
I also haven't played with Myth in a year. We played in the last game together, Will. You goddamn jerk. It's all about you,
Don't
Will.
blame me, Mike. I didn't tear you apart.
You literally did. It's your show, Will.
I had enough.
Okay.
Enough was enough.
If you guys look to the north of the city, I am pinging the section you have to go to.
Okay, yes. The section
There
here.
it is.
Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Greg, I blame you.
Go ahead.
You let this happen.
Right.
I did nothing of the kind.
So we all safely get back across the rope bridge that Hezekiah made
Yep.
with the aid of Rurik.
Sure.
Yeah. And we quickly walk down that one giant main street towards the
Right,
area we need to go to.
Which appears to be moving like like you're in O'Hare Airport,
Mhm.
and you just stand on it, and it takes you directly to the following. As you walk up, you see carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails decorate two cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks is a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies. 5 archways open into darkness at the base of the ruin. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing a cuneiform inscription.
I can't tell you how much cuneiform just sets me off, like that word.
Now,
So
if I-
many
if I
I'm
have
happy
negative-
to know it comes up a lot.
I think I'm probably the only person that I know, like, the word cuneiform would be so
That's your trigger.
so
right?
triggering.
Now,
So
if I had
painful.
to guess, I would say that the monkey in the previous temple was not a fan of snakes, or vice versa, and we went from snake temple to monkey temple. Now, if I were a betting man, I would assume that bringing that talent in here would get you killed. But hell, everything I've assumed thus far has been wrong. So, Dungeon Master, please lead the way.
He motions towards Grob.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, all right.
Yes, yes.
Wizard, there's more squiggly doos.
Yeah,
what did they
read
say?
the form.
Alizar cannot read them. However, Grob, you can.
Oh, wizard.
This works like this.
Wizard,
And
come on, what do they say?
It's just how
As you walk forward, Grob, it says, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy."
It says,
It's the Wongo.
it says it's better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy.
That is what I said with the snake and the monkey.
You can read that.
I can, yeah, I can actually. It's that
Oh,
quinella.
wizard, you don't even need to be here anymore.
It's that quinella form.
Oh, fuck myself. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, wait. In your head, what did you hear? A monkey?
I heard a monkey.
Grobbus?
Yeah, I heard a
You
monkey.
heard a monkey.
Well, it sounded apish. I wouldn't say I heard a monkey. I don't know what.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Alistar, what did you hear
What did I hear when?
when it was talking in your head?
What was talking in my head?
Oh, damn it.
A lot of things.
Rorik,
My-
when the non-Heronius voice talked in your head, what did you hear?
I tune out anything that's
This
not
is white
erroneous.
noise to Rurik.
There's quite a few. There's quite many.
He just lip.
So
he
I
just
need
lip
to-
reads everyone.
Let me narrow it down. Did a voice tell you to go to several temples in a certain order?
Yes, 2 of them.
What did yours say? What did
Go
it
to
sound like?
they said to go to some temples in a certain order.
Yes, what did it sound like? Not a monkey, not a snake, I assume.
Oh no, that's it.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
Greg, I do this for you.
Okay.
Proceed. I assume Alistar goes first based on my current experiences.
No, how dare you? I did not go first ever.
Hold the tablet high in your hand.
Ask the dungeon master. Grob, who's going first?
Hezekiah's going first.
There we go.
Get the tablet away from me.
And Hezekiah
Okay.
walks up.
To restate, there are 5 entrances to this shrine.
5 inches above the top one. There's the cuneiform.
Correct.
Okay.
The center one has the word that you don't like written above it.
The keyword.
Are there any snakes anywhere?
Cuneiform.
Like any snake carvings? into doorways?
Yeah,
Anywhere?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You do
gonna
not see
look
any.
around. I'm gonna look around and examine these doors real quick before I get sliced to pieces inside one of them.
Give me an investigation check.
23.
With a 23, as soon as you're going from, let's just go from left to right. The first one, you look inside, you don't see any traps, but just above the doorway in like the lintel area, you see what appears to be the recessed dots of like a portcullis, like a cross. That's in the first, the second, the fourth, and the fifth. The third one does not house one of these. The center does not house one of these.
The same one that had the cuneiform above it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, then he notices that and walks into the middle one.
Okay. As you guys walk in,
Fucking hell, that sounded just like Skype.
It sounds just like Skype. And
That's
now
the
I'm triggered.
that's
Now-
the sound
now
that
I'm
is.
triggered.
Yeah, that's the sound that haunts my fucking nightmares.
I was like,
As every old school art role player is like, no.
It's like the one good sound is the sound of the Skype closing down. Go, and you're like, I can rest.
All right, guys. That was my new sub alert. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was just testing.
Unsubscribed, unfollowed.
okay, so as you guys walk in, you go down through the central corridor, and there isn't any. It's very nondescript. It's about 15 feet long, and it opens up into a rather wide area. The area itself is about 25 feet in every direction, right, left, up, and down. And in the center, you see a 10-foot tall statue of an evil-looking monkey as it's balancing on its tail atop a stone dais in the middle of this 20-foot high chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed with both hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Cuneiform inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture.
Lion, zebra, boar,
And
Vulture.
vulture.
boar, and vulture. So that's 1, 2. Okay.
Yep. And they go from left to right. Lion, zebra, boar, and vulture.
And Mike, you wrote down in Zoom 1, 2, 4, 5 portcullis.
Yep, those are the doors.
Okay.
Everyone but the third one had a portcullis.
And what did the words say again? Verbatim.
Everything says the statue's limbs are splayed with hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Cuneiform inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, zebra, boar, and vulture. Whenever it gets close, Grob is the only one that can read. The mural basically spells out the tale of Wongo and Moa, and in a nutshell, they do not like one another. And that is what the
And-
inscriptions read.
Wongo is an ape and Moa is a snake.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And so we've got a lion, zebra, a boar, and a vulture. Well, fuck.
Hey, friends, if there's anything I know, it's slaughter and death, and all of those things die and eat each other in different various orders. Do you think food chain has anything to do with these masks?
I'm going to say the middle two are both herbivores, I believe.
That's why they get eaten.
Right, but who do they eat in turn?
Lion eats both zebra and boar. Vulture eats the carcasses.
Boars are nasty. They'll eat anything.
Gross.
Yes, ask Dirtman. He'd know.
Where has Dirtman gone?
He died.
Oh, he died several.
Didn't he? Oh,
He died. Right. He's in a state of, he's with Volo right now.
We stepped through that portal and he didn't come. I think he's flying here.
so, okay. So you got lions at the top, right? And then you got boars at a second, and then vultures, and then zebras. Right? Because
Wait,
zebras are the dead ones, and vultures
Mr.
eat the dead
Alisar,
ones.
you knew a thing or two about the last temple
fuck.
History.
Mentioned this whole time. All right, so Skype threw me off. What's going on here?
What do you know here in this temple about?
No, what do I know of this temple here? Well, this temple, I believe, is Wongo's temple.
Yes, we have. Yep, we have that one.
The House of Wongo.
Now you see, Wongo is an ape, and Moa was a snake, and now there are several other animals. Are they also gods?
They could be. They very well.
That doesn't help me at all.
A
Excuse me
religion
there,
check
what?
would give you something.
Yeah.
Religion for Alizar.
Beautiful. Thank God. Help me.
Rurik, do you know anything about usurper gods that were once animals that were thrown down by Heronius?
15.
You don't believe that any of the named creatures, the lion, zebra, boar, or vulture, were part of the 9 trickster gods.
And it's better to be a friend than an enemy. What eats apes, if anything?
Would you guys like to search around?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, sure thing.
If you've learned nothing, Greg, no, we don't want to do the things you want us to do.
I would, yeah, I'll roll a perception check to take a look around here.
Yeah, I'll
All right.
That would be good.
I'm gonna investigate the actual statues, the masks.
And on the ground, this one.
I have a 3 investigating fuck all.
I
I
have
got
a
a
23 investigating the masks.
I got a 16 on the general look around.
Yeah, Rorik just wanders off. He's outside again. Okay, Grob, when you search around, you realize that at the bottom of this central area, underneath the statue of the monkey with the splayed hands and feet, you find the following. It says, Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water.
If you know what I'm saying.
Ladies.
Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water underneath. Is that under any particular statue?
Zebra.
The Wongo statue.
It's the zebra.
No, it's underneath the main monkey statue, the
Okay.
Wongo statue with the hands that are kind of splayed and the feet that are cupped and splayed.
Okay, well, what pours the water?
Zebra.
Hezekiah got a 23 investigating the actual animal masks.
When you look through the masks, you realize that the holes in the eyes are cut out. And when you look through, you can see a hallway beyond.
Is it dark in this hallway?
No, it possesses about the same amount of light as this place.
Okay. What can I see through these eyes?
Each one that you look into seems to have a curving, almost identical hallway just beyond it. It seems to go straight for about 5 to 10 feet, and then it curves to the left, and that's with the lion and the zebra. And then when you look in the boar and the vulture, they seem to go about 10 feet and curve to the right.
Elazar, you said zebra when I said about pouring the water. What's that about?
Right, so the reason why I come immediately to that idea is because the zebra is also a friend of the monkey because they do not really ever fight. I've never seen or heard of any sort of altercation between the two animalia. I do believe, though, that they would share time at the watering hole. Now, the reason why I don't think this would work for a lion is because the lion would probably attack the monkey. Also the same thing with the boar. Boars can be very aggressive, and they could also charge and attack anything, and they're very territorial. So I assume that as well. Now, the reason why I don't do the vulture either is because to a monkey, a vulture attacking or eating the corpse of another monkey seems to be aggressive. Therefore, the only would be the friendly one at the watering hole, the zebra.
The tunnel looking through the zebra mask went which way? Left or right?
Lion and
the
zebra
one
went
through-
left, boar and vulture went right.
Yep.
There goes your theory.
My theory here.
Why?
Why's that? Why's that? Why?
The lion and the zebra go the same way, but that's meta knowledge. I don't know that.
The Greg, the cupped hands, are they like cupped like bowls, or are they just like cupped like they could hold
Would
something?
would they fit water in them, for instance?
It looks like they could they have a cup to them, so it looks like they could hold at least a small amount of water.
Bit of cuppage.
About a cup of water.
definitely got a couple,
like a sea cup. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a hernia check, just enough. Like there's enough cuppage.
Tight
Okay.
on your tummy. Cough.
Yes. So this here, if I look through the eye holes of this beast here, it's a tunnel. It curves to the left. This one also curves to the left. This one here, right and right.
Okay, can we put some water in the zebra hands?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna get out my water skin of my precious
What the
water.
hell are zebra hands?
Wouldn't you like to know? And through my hooves. And put some water into that one.
So you're putting water into what? Tell me.
The insular cuppage that was described to me.
Which one though?
The zebra
You
cup.
gotta,
So the cups are 2 hands up like this, and then 2 feet up like this. They're
correct.
Oh.
You have a foot,
Hey.
or a hand to hand, a foot, and they're all.
and all the masks are lined up in a line.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that to just get the zebra one?
We don't know which one the zebra one is.
Hmm.
So the masks are in a straight line, and everyone else is vertical lines.
I will
Yeah,
have you
the
all.
masks are off over there.
You guys can all roll an intelligence check if you'd like at this point, since we're.
Yeah. Grub is struggling to visualize what he's done.
Me too.
Alizar, it strikes you like a thunderbolt from the skies. As you remember, there are 4 masks here, and by God, weren't there 4 other hallways to get into this one? But we went in the middle one, and there were kind of 2 to the left and 2 to the right.
Yeah, probably nothing. So what's the
Now back to what I was saying.
So back to our theory.
Back to my hunch.
yeah, I guess I'll relay that information.
Oh, by the way, hold on. I just had a strike of crazy. Hold on. Didn't we already go through or see at least hallways or depictions of a hallway or corridor before, but we decided to go through the one in the center? So we know that this is probably the end game here, and we want to try to figure out and explore where the water is. Do we bring a mask? I'm not sure.
No, I think we leave the masks here.
All right,
The
so we go
masks
back
do
in.
not come off; they are attached to the wall.
Oh, cute.
Alisar, how firmly in your beliefs are you that it is the zebra correctly?
Rather firm. Firm as my disc. Grub,
Well,
could you...
I can vouch.
Moses.
I can vouch for that. It was a very well. It was not malleable to the touch at all. In fact, it was
Well,
stiff.
if-
I would
Very
say.
Very hard
commanding.
disc.
Commanding
if
and
my-
stiff. Yes,
If my
not
notes
at
are
all
correct
pliable.
here, the second
Second tunnel. Yes, second
inside
tunnel.
the temple would lead to the zebra, the
Yep.
rear of the zebra.
Yep, the one with the zebra on it. All right, let's go.
Now let's go back and figure it out.
Let's go
Tunnel,
then.
tunnel number 2, please.
Egress.
So we leave and go back to tunnel number 2.
Zebras.
Okay, so you walk down what you presume to be the zebra tunnel, and as you get to the end of the tunnel, there's a flat wall, a slight depression, and 2 eye holes.
Alizar, this should be the zebra mask. Go ahead.
Wonderful. There it is.
Put your face.
Yep, your face. Go for it.
Look through the holes.
Fine.
And I put my face and look through the holes.
Okay, as you put your face through the holes, you are gifted with the following 2 sights. One, you see a ray of blue light falling onto the right foot of the statue as you look through back into the monkey statue room. You also see kind of floating above it, it says, "My only friend starved to death." And you see this ray of light directly onto the right foot of the statue.
Is left foot starved to death?
My only friend starved to death, and the light from the mask goes onto the right foot of the statue in the monkey statue room.
Now, Alizar, I don't want to prove you wrong here or say anything other than you're a great wizard. But I think that we need to go to every single one. There's a riddle. I see a riddle.
Oh, well,
Right.
that's fine. That doesn't prove me wrong at all.
Okay, good. Perfect. I wouldn't want to step on any toes.
No. Hooves here, because it's the zebra still.
Right, of course. Yes, the zebra.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in the Lions one. My what is my best friend or my friend? My only.
It says my only friend.
My
starved
only
to death.
friend. So the one next to it, because we're on the right from it. If we were to go left, we would see the left
Yep.
foot.
Possibly,
I'm thinking.
possibly the left foot or the left start of this sentence or whatever it is.
Okay, so are you guys splitting up, or are you all going to a different mask, or are you all staying together?
I think we're all staying together.
I think. Wait. I'm getting the feeling that the ray of light comes through when we block the eye holes by looking through it.
When you look through it, yeah, you see a distinct ray of blue light coming through and touching.
Yeah. So we all break up. So it's like the mirror thing in the Mummy, right? So if you block the eye, the eye sockets, the light stops coming through and it reflects on that certain bit. And if we were to all four do that, it might shine all together and do a thing. That's what Grub's thinking.
I mean, I looked through the eyes.
Grub also
in the
rolled a
other
12
direction.
on the intelligence check.
I looked through the eyes in the other direction, and no light appeared for you guys to see from inside the room. So I blocked the holes from inside the monkey statue, and no light appeared.
That's from the other direction.
So I think you have to look through the eyes and see a light. The light only appears if you're looking through the map.
Let's go to another room.
Well, let's try another one, and this is theory.
Okay, pick an animal because I know that we're
Lion.
Tunnel number 1, which we believe is lion.
Yes.
I actually was going to say lion.
Who is looking through this one?
I'll do it again.
Okay. Hezekiah, as you look through, you see the following. A ray of blue light falls from the ceiling and stops on the right hand of the monkey statue, and you see the following phrase, I ate one of the boar's friends.
Okay.
This is a good one.
I ate one of the boar's friends. My only friend starved.
And the blue light was where on the right hand?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Tunnel number 4, which is the boar.
Tunnel number 2 would be the boar, and number 4 would be the vulture, or the final one would be the vulture. Whichever one you guys want to go into, just tell me what you want to go into. The boar?
Sure. Boar.
Yes.
Okay. Who's looking through that one? Hezekiah again?
Hezekiah.
Yeah, okay. Through this one, you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left foot, and an inscription floats above, and it says, "The vulture is lucky to be alive."
Anyway.
Neat.
Left foot, vulture is lucky to be alive. And then the final
Onward
one.
ho.
We'll go to the last one.
Okay. So the last one would be the vulture. And Hezekiah, are you doing this again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As you look through this one, you see the following. A ray of blue light falls onto the left hand of the statue, and the phrase, one of the others has no friends. And as Hezekiah turns back around to tell you all this, you see him morph into your eyes with black and white stripes start to appear all over his body as a zebra occupying the space of Hezekiah Crowsbane stares at you, braying as if trying to tell you what he has just seen through the eyes of the vulture. And that should be a good place for us to stop this episode of Tomb of Annihilation.
Nice, very nice.
Perfect time for Dirtman to come in.
Right.
It's actually
Well done. That was sweet.
very cool, yeah. Liking the puzzles. Feel like we nailed the first one.
Yeah.
Kind
sure.
of. I mean, with a few bits here.
Yeah,
and there.
you got it. You got it. Yeah.
It could have gone a lot worse, I feel, that first one, and it went okay in the end. But
It
yeah,
could've went real bad.
It
Yeah.
could have gone real bad, 12 times worse. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us for tonight's episode of the Tomb of Annihilation. Of course, we'll be back at the same time next week for more. So if you haven't followed the show yet, hit that follow button and join us. And of course, be sure to check out our Kickstarter this month, which is for The Blood Plague, a D&D5E adventure for 3rd level characters that you can check out there. But let's go around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys on the internets? Let's start with Mr. Grimjack21502 first of all. Greg, what do you think is a nice show?
Oh, I love it. I love playing with you guys. It's even though you bring up things that I hate, I actually like you guys, so it's fun. Had a great time. Grimjack21502 on Twitch and Twitter. I like to actually be doing the riddles and stuff too. They're really well thought. Perkins always does a good job with the majority of the riddly stuff that he does, and it's great. You can see me here on Encounter Roleplay on Wednesdays from 1 to 4 doing a little Call of Cthulhu because that's where it's at. Mm-hmm. You can see me on Wednesday evenings on Mike's channel, Unmade Gaming, from 8 to 11, where I play the Thief with the God Complex Steam. For a little bit, you can see me on Learn by Play, which is on Dungeons & Dragons, from 6 to 9 on Saturdays, where I get tremendous street cred with my kids. And then you can see me on my own channel, 7 to 9 on Sundays, where Strider and I travel back to 1933, do a little Pulp Cthulhu action, and bash some Nazis. Other than that, everyone have a fantastic week, and I'll see you sometime soon.
Great stuff, and as always, Greg, excellent job navigating your way through us bunch of fucking idiots. Excellent. Let's hand it over to Unmade Ming.
God damn it. Guys, I'm Unmade Ming. I was Encounter Eeyore. Now I'm the great Unmade Ming. You can find me on all things social media as Unmade Gaming. We play some D&D, we play some Blades in the Dark, we do other things. We do what Will does, but more American. So come and see that and wave a flag or something, I don't know. But I had an awesome time. I told Greg at the beginning of the session, I expressly built a rogue who was good at thieving, and we didn't get to any of the thieving things. And now that we do, he's actually terrible at thieving, it turns out, because I'm bad at things.
Wow, what a surprise.
As is my curse. Thank you, Will, for letting me be here and just be terrible at every game ever.
You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Anytime. Excellent. Strider Heap.
Yeah, man, this is the place to be. This is fantastic. There's a bit of a dichotomy between Rurik and I, because I like puzzles and I love them. And I like playing Rurik to be obnoxious and annoying and stupid for the rest of the party, but there comes a certain point of wanting to tear my hair out that I put the thing in the arrow slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, check me out. Gonna play with Greg a bit. Patreons are excitedly waiting for
anxiously.
The end of the month. Christmas. Something has stolen Christmas, and the party's going to need to get it back in my newest Patreon adventure coming out on Encounter Roleplay. So,
some good stuff.
Priorities, let's do the Kickstarter, then the Patreon.
Well,
get all kinds of adventures.
But you got to save Christmas along the way. So,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, Kiss shows up. I got a guest appearance from them. So
wow, that's incredible. Can't wait. And last but not least, Mythmatic.
Yeah. Once again, guys, I love playing with you guys every week. It's so awesome. Thank you, Greg, for being so great at the. That was a really cool ending. I really enjoyed just like him transforming. I don't know if that was in the book or not, but it's still really fucking cool. Really enjoyed it, and hopefully that means that I was correct. My name is Mythmatic. I am a voice actor and role player here on Twitch. I enjoy all things role play, whether it's in video games, or if it's creating a dungeon, or if it's playing within D&D or any other role play. That's me. You can come and check out my channel. You can hang out with us. We have a lot of fun Monday through Friday. So that's me. Thanks again, guys.
Excellent stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us once again today. These episodes are always a crazy amount of fun every Monday. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be on Arvan Eleron's channel, which I'll shout out here in case you want to drop by tomorrow morning. We'll be playing Adventures in Middle-earth with myself, Trendane Sparks, Tarry Toons, and Male Motar, along with Arvan Eleron himself, of course. So join us then. And of course, I won't be on tomorrow because Josh is in the process of moving house. He's been waiting to, and he's finally managed to get a place and put a deposit down, so he's moving in next week. So no Long March again this week, but the week after we'll be back for that. Until then, of course, check out the podcast. New episode out tonight of Turncloaks, which is set in our homebrew world of Penumbra, which is being kickstarted at the moment on the Kickstarters. Until next time, now, my friends, try not to try too many nat ones because we're going to be here laughing when you do. Good night!